Hey everybody, I hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend. I know I did because I didn't do anything but play in my craft room. And I finished, let me zoom out, I finished this mini that I used. I did the journal with the Debutante paper from Prima, and I told you I was working on this mini using the rest of it, and I killed the A4, the 6x6, that's all I have left are like 2 sheets, or just that, which I wanted to make some cards, so I saved those. I killed the A4 and I killed the journaling cards, so I'm really happy about that because I was able to use everything. But anyway, so this is what I came up with. It measures 8 this way and 6.5 this way. My spine is usually about the same. This is a 3-inch spine. So there's the cover. On the cover I used some lace doilies that I got from Gale 504. These corner pieces are from Saw Crafters, the wood. I love these. It was tricky getting them on here because I had put this lace all around the edges and I had to glue them on there. This is a Prima, one of those Prima ceramic pieces or whatever, and I sprayed it with some Lindy's, and I used some of these things and rubbed it up. And then these flowers are the flowers that I created. Some of these that I've actually worked all weekend on packaging up. And I will do a video. I will sell some, I'm going to gift some, and I'm going to keep some. So anyways, it was really fun to use those. They're just beautiful. These are from the scrap pieces from Gale 504 that I made. And they just turned out really pretty. And I love the Debutante paper. That's my edging this way. There's no closure in this one, and it lays nicely. This pops open when you lay it like that, but this mini album's made to lay like that. On the spine, I got these, I forget who makes them. They're these little door knockers, not door knockers, I don't know the word I'm looking for, these little hinge hoops. And I glued it on there, and then I just tied a bunch of scrap pieces of lace and trim, and you can move it up and down so you can still see the paper. You can add to it if you want. Charms and stuff. I didn't put charms. I just wanted the fabric because, I don't know, this paper just screamed the lacy, feminine stuff. Well, anyways, let me get to the inside for you. I did a lot of, I'm really liking taking my scrap papers instead of cutting with die cuts and just ripping, and I did a lot of that in this, and I really love the look. I think it just, I don't know, I just like the look. You may not like it, but I like it. I cut up, oh, this trim I got from Creating with Details. I got a lot of it, and it's really nice. Okay, so I used I tore the journaling cards and I made pockets, and these are some of the journaling spots that I didn't back because when you put a photo on here it's gonna thicken it up and it'll be too thick then. So then those tuck in there, so you could put 2 photos there. I put some really delicate lace that I had in my stash, and I glued pearls on the spine. And then this is this page. I used some of my homemade flowers that I made, the lollipops. I think they turned out cute. This is chipboard from the collection. This was on this wood piece, this was a really bright pink, and I didn't like it, so I took my embossing pen and I just wrote over it, and then I put some gold, pinkish rose gold embossing powder over it, and it came out really nice because it just looked really cheap. You can kind of see where the pink was. So, and then I sprayed it with spray, and it really gave it a cool look. So know that you can change your stuff around. And then I tore more pieces just to create this little corner pocket. So this tucks in. This is a chipboard piece that I left up, but I kind of made it as a handle. So your photo can stick under there as well. So it sits in there like that. There you go. And then this opens up. And then I keep the insides kind of plain, but I did cut corner brackets out of a die. And it's a La La Land die. Thank you to whoever found that for me, because I had said in one video I wanted to know where I got that, and it was La La Land, and yes I did. I went and ordered me another one. So just room for photos here. This opens up, and then I left this plain for a beautiful photo, and I just love this paper. And there you go there. And these are magnetized. The insides are just, I put this trim, and they're plain, and they tuck inside, and it gives it a beautiful edging. The pearls and stuff are stopping this from opening all the way when it's like this, but you have to sacrifice when you want it to be beautiful, I guess, or embellished. Okay, so these are more of my handmade flowers. Again, I tore pieces of the card, stock journaling cards. So you can, maybe I didn't make that a tuck spot because it just would be too tight. But then these are magnetized, and they open up. And I was going to do a waterfall, and I went with this route. I kind of liked this. The waterfall was going to go this way, and then something told me to do it this way. I just put 2 and 2, and I love it. I'm going to do it again. So it opens like that. Like that, like that, and then again, let me get a card or a piece of paper. Your photo will go under here like that. And then I didn't glue this down all the way so I could put a card, and I used Heartfelt Creations dies. That's the chipboard. And then on the back, when I had cut out something, I liked the edge that it left, so I used it and made it a pocket. So you can add interest, journal, and put a photo in there like that. So I really loved the way that turned out. Use those scraps. And then that goes right back in there. There's some little delicate lace. That's just from Michael's on those spools that I had bought for those centers. And then this is a side pocket. Let me kind of turn it this way so you can see. One of the journaling cards, and I just tore paper for interest again. I put some lace on the pocket going this way. Isn't that just beautiful paper? And then this is just a little photo booklet, and that was the other end of that piece that I cut out, and you can slide a photo up in there or a tag. And then this is a booklet. I didn't put paper on the inside because your photos will thicken this up, and I didn't want it to get too thick so it doesn't fit in once you get photos in it. And it's edged, everything is distressed. In fact, I have a blister. It's going away, but I got a blister actually from distressing all the edges on this book with my vintage photo. And so when you put your photo in here, it will those borders will be very, very nice and give you a nice border. So that goes in there like that. And another photo card. Fits back in there nicely. Then this page, I put these little metal pieces on the corner that I had. I don't know where I got them. And because I don't know, the way this was going, my corners were getting bent, so it stabilized it, but it also gave it a nice look. This is a, hold on one second. Sorry. This, your photo will tuck under this lace like this. And you could put your photo there and the pieces will hang out. This is chipboard collection from the Debutante collection. That lace shows through on the other side. I liked how it looked. And then you could put a picture in here. And then this opens up for a pocket. And these little, now these I did matte on cardstock. These were the journaling cards, because I wanted you to be able to either journal, and it just made it nicer for a photo mat, and that was a photo mat from the journal card. So those go in there. And then again, that lace in the center. And then this page, I put more of that trim, and this I think turned out good. This is one of my handmade flowers that I made, and I backed it on this crocheted lace, and I put the boot chipboard, and I just tore pieces of cardstock because this gets a lot of tear, and it secured my corners. It was a piece of chipboard, cardboard, and then I inked it up. I just ripped it, and then I ripped scrap paper and made it look, glued it on top, and it secured my, instead of doing, so it's like really sturdy on the corners there. And then these were just little scrap pieces of trim, and I like how that hangs off the outside of the book right there. I liked it. And then this opens up. I used scrap paper, and I tore on the edges because I was trying to utilize all my scraps, and it wasn't big enough. So go that route, because I didn't want to waste the paper. It was too beautiful. And so I then tore scrap and made a border to cover up where it didn't fit, and it added a lot of interest, and your photo can tuck right up in there, and I love it. So utilize those scrap pieces when you don't. And then my magnet is hidden under here, because I was going to do just a tie closure, and I don't know, it just didn't work out, and so I ended up needing a magnet, but the book was already put together. So here again, I just ripped up scrap paper and glued it on top, and my magnet is now hidden under there, but yet it gives so much interest to the pocket. I just love it. I love ripping up the paper and just utilizing it that way. And then these are photo mats from the journaling cards, 2 different sizes I had, and I matted them. And isn't that just so pretty? I love it. Love it. So you can photo on the back and journal or whatever your little heart desires. And then that lays down. It's magnetized and it's weighted, so yeah. Then this is the inside page. The little lace trim. And then I did another one of those waterfalls, just with different paper. These open up. And they go this way, this way. Here again, I tore the paper because I didn't have enough of it. I had used the scraps of, I tore something else, and I love the way it just gave it that look of vintagey and old, and I like it. It gave it a lot of interest. And then here again, I tore, what did I do with the card? Here. I tore some scrap because it wasn't big enough, and I just bordered it with some of the paper, and then your photo can tuck right under there and give it a border. Close those, and then another photo card. And there's that paper under there, and then the slides right in there. And this page I used, this was when I did the tutorial on using all these journaling cards and these note cards. That's what I used. I used these to do with the paper, because there's not enough variation in these A4 papers. You get like 5 of the same, well, I told you in that video, you get 5 of the same print, which I like. They're double-sided, but yet I need more variation. So I love utilizing these as the scrapbook paper too. So this opens up this way, and you can put a photo there and a photo there. These mini albums are so hard to film. And then here's a little photo booklet. This, I just used some scrap paper and tore it so it could hold a journal card. You could still put a photo and then use this for journaling. And the same thing on this side. And the back is blank. Oh, my battery's gonna die. And then again, I cut up scrap paper, so if you want to place a photo here, you still can. Like that. And that. But that lays on top and closes back up. I gotta hurry, my battery's gonna die. There's this photo. I don't want to have to do 2 videos. And then this page, this I ordered from somebody's D-stash. They were making them. I don't remember who it was, but I love it, and it just looked so bridal-y and formal dress. I loved it. I cut up this lace, put some pearls. This opens up like this and like this, magnetized. Again, on these bigger gussets on my front and back, I use that trim with the pearls. Looks so pretty. And then on the back page, I cut up scraps again so you could tuck under, use that trim. This is a Saw Crafters corset wood piece that I thought replicated on the front that I loved. And a journaling spot to put a photo or just journal, and it still tucks right up there and slides under there. So there you go. That is the back. Isn't that paper just spectacular? And my spine. See that. There's how the top looks, the side, and there. And I'll have still photos so you can look at that. And those are the beautiful flower pieces. So I hope you like that. If you're interested in purchasing this, send me an email. I will have it in my Etsy. I'm going to try to sell it on here first, and then in a day or 2, if it doesn't sell, I will put it in my Etsy shop, but I will have the link to my Etsy store down below if you're interested in purchasing it right now as you see it. I'll have my email. You can email me, and in a day or 2, look for it in the Etsy shop if you change your mind and didn't jump on it and it's not sold. All right, everybody, have a great day, and thanks for watching.